Every true prophet that has prophesied for 2024 has prophesied correctly, and they are showing the evidence of that prophecy of what transpired yesterday. So I just want to say, please pray for Donald Trump. I have prayed for him and his family for protection, because yes, there are demonic forces aimed at the government. This is why the Bible tells us to pray for those who are in leadership, to pray for our government. But regardless on how you feel, if you are a believer, a follower of Christ, you are to pray. But not a lot of people want to preach that or say that. Okay? Only mature Christians understand this and know that this is vital to how us Christians operate in the world. Okay? Because you have demonic forces that are all in the government wanting to control. Okay? But anyways, that's not what this video is about. The point is take a note of who God's true prophets are, and not the ones who want to profit off of their name by calling them false. Okay? Because you had a whole lot of that. You have a whole lot of people who want to profit off God's true prophets, off their names, and make and become famous amongst people. Like, you want to be glorified by people. That's and the Bible tells us the Pharisees and the Sadducees that want to pray out in the opens, they get their reward from people. Because people see that, say, oh, that's a mighty man, or that's a mighty woman of God, because look at them, they're praying. They want to be seen. They want to be heard even when they're in the wrong. So take a note of who are God's true prophets of God, who have truly come, okay? And not the ones who want to sit up here and say, this person is false, that person is false. They want to always talk about T.D. Jakes, Kenneth Copeland, Mike Todd, and the list, not Gloria Copeland, that's Kenneth Copeland's wife, but they want to talk about so many different people. And the list is like the same list. Even when they bring up Beyonce and Jay-Z, you're not... Do you know how many videos is on them? You're talking about people who are in the world. And you want to profit off their names. Let's be honest. You want to profit off their names to grow your channel. So, are you really listening and trusting God? Or is this pride? Because that's what it looks like. It's giving pride. It's giving that you don't trust God to grow your channel. If he's called you to do something, if he's called you to get online and start speaking about him or speaking about the things of God, why do you need to point out who is at fault or who you think is at fault and persuade people to agree with you? And yet you can't prophesy. You can't even pray. You can't even go to these people who always condemning others. You can't even ask them for prayer. They won't pray for you. And I've seen people ask them. That's how I know. Because I've gone to these people who call themselves exposers. And that's not a ministry. I've already talked about that before. That is not a ministry led by God. That is led by your feelings. That is led by emotions. That is led by superstition. Okay? That's not led by God. God, if that's the case, then Jesus Christ would have exposed Judas long time ago. But yet he had him there, and he had him, even though he was a stealer, he had him in charge of holding the money. Think about it. Think about that. Jesus Christ knew that Judas was going to be the one to out him. He knew that. And those who sit up here and talk about God is always revealing. God is always revealing. You just have to be open to it. So somebody telling you this is a time of reveal. There's always a time of revealing. That's not a prophecy. There's always a time and place. Read the Ecclesiastics. You will know there's always a time and place for everything. So you saying that this is the year of revealing is not a prophecy, because there's always something to be revealed. God bless and keep it peachy.